Take 50, Doek and tie, intro, banana.
They say good things come to those who wait. Well, guess I'm gonna be at least an hour late. You've been so good to me, allow me to demonstrate. Hey, real loving, you don't have to wait. Now come closer, yeah. You pick me up, keep me up when I'm feeling under. When I'm feeling undone. Oh secret, oh secret, oh secret. You're the one I've been keeping. You are the one, yeah.
Welcome to Doek and Time. My name is Bonang and this is my handsome husband Bokamwoso. And today is episode
50! The big 5-0. We've been waiting for this one. Let me just get the stick of truth.
Wow, that's why.
If you're new here, whoever has the stick of truth gets to speak because we're married. What's the word again? Married bit. Is it bickering? Couple. Bickering couple, yes.
What's a bickering couple?
You don't know? Yeah, the bickering one. How come was I told that we're a bickering couple? The one who's saying that is the bickering one.
No.
Baby, I agree with me speaking first. Yes.
Speaking about what?
No, get out of here doing the intro, so it's only fair that you have the stick of truth.
Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel. We made it to 700
Okay.
on YouTube, and I believe on Facebook we're on 2 point something. So thank you very much to everyone. We enjoy having you here, and here's to creating more content together.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, boo. So the big 50, I'm super excited to be here.
Somebody's talking, but somebody doesn't have the hippo.
The big 50, I'm excited to be here. Thank you for being here as well. And what are we doing today?
Today we are doing a Q&A. We received some questions from our subscribers, and today we are going to be answering those questions.
Nice. I know we solicited for questions on episode 49, so questions have been coming in throughout the week. So thank you so much to everybody who's asked us. And even if you didn't ask, but there are certain things you want to know, hopefully, so thank you as well.
Yes.
So baby, while you get the questions ready, I'm going to be popping
Oh my gosh.
some non-alcoholic. Should I shake it?
No.
How you shake it?
Oh
Oh yeah, we're celebrating.
Who's
So, who's gonna mop it? Oh, come on. We're celebrating, so it's only fair that we pop some. How do you open this thing?
There should be a tag.
Oh, no, let's take.
There should be a tag.
I'll figure it out. When I get the questions ready, I'll figure this one out. Oh, there you go. Baby, questions.
Get the questions. You want me to ask the first question?
No, get them ready.
Okay, so we received questions from Instagram, and we got some on WhatsApp. Did you get any questions on Facebook?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so yes. So first I'm gonna open
This champagne is decolonized. What's this word?
de-alcoholized.
Oh.
It's been removed of alcohol.
So there was alcohol. How was the model?
I don't know. Look at de-alcoholized.
Dealcoholized wine, grape juice, water. What's this one?
Glycerol.
Glycerin.
Glycerol.
Glycerol. And then this one?
Acidifiers.
Flavoring, preservative, sulfite. Sulfite, eh? Yeah, I don't know. Dealcoholized. What does that mean? No, you told me what it means. Does it mean it had alcohol at first? Booba, can I can relax. Woo!
But don't you? We talked about this.
Baby, can you join me while you open the thing?
Yes, open. Baby, please don't open it like that. Baby, please. Baby, please. Oh my God, you'll just. Why would you do that?
Happy 50 episodes.
Why would you do that?
Did I say something? I didn't, baby. The ceiling is intact. Woo, that was something. Buba, it's on Tora Shambili Papa Bore. Woo! It's a Muleba ceiling, Jesus. You're such a wife. The first thing you did was look at the ceiling. Why?
Yep.
I get that. Apparently, you're not supposed to. Is it nice? That's the question. Oh, I get it.
No.
Okay. So, baby, make a young toast. Go grab your Oros, grab your non-alcoholic, grab your alcoholic, grab some water there if you're by the fridge on a Sunday.
Shot.
Yeah, grab a shot, whatever is close to you, and let's toast to maybe 50 more episodes of Doek and Tie. Is it like a year from now?
I don't know.
So here's to 50 more episodes. Here's to you for being here. And here is for all us thanking you for all the love and support. Cheers, baby.
Cheers.
Apparently, oh wait, you're supposed to look into my eye when you do it. But wait.
It smells alcoholic.
I mean,
Yeah.
yes, what isn't? How are you supposed to hold this thing?
Champagne flute.
Yeah. Well, look at me, look at you.
People hold it however. So
Can I hold it like this?
Some people hold it like this. Some people.
Can I get shut up?
So I don't know.
How's this? It's probably some uncultured stuff, but yes, I think this is more natural.
Yes.
So let's taste at the same time. Oh, cheers again. So it's not bad.
There's definitely some alcohol still left in there.
It's not bad as compared to the one we had the AGM meeting. It's not bad. Okay.
Tastes alcoholic. I'm not loving it.
I'm done.
I'm not loving it.
Uba, bulani bozo. It
tastes like it has alcohol. Okay, so we received. Are you ready for this?
Yes, love. Yes. Let's get to the questions.
10 questions from Bailey.
Oh wow! Thanks, Bailey. Okay, let's go. Let's go through the
Are
questions
you
so that
ready?
we address all the questions that
Yes,
we have.
yes.
Am I the one kicking the cable?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
So, question number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Since starting the channel, what has been the nicest compliment you've received?
You take that one.
You know, what had all?
I'll take one. You take one.
Give her 3.
Baby, come on. Compliments.
I asked you.
Oh, okay. For me, it was. Let me see. There's so many of them, right? But I'll pick one moment that really stood out. I was in Riverwalk with the escalator rain. I'm there, dusty. I was dusty, right? I had like I'm when it's almost more like game or something, right? But I know I was dusty. I know I was cleaning while I was from somewhere.
Okay.
And I was going up the escalator, and I see, while I was going up, there are people coming down, right, on the escalator. It was girls mostly. I think it was all girls, about 4 or 5 of them, right?
Okay.
And then age range when it was like 15, 16, 17, all of them were below 20. And the minute they saw me, they were, Doek and Tie. I was like, okay. Yeah, that was pretty special for me. Because one, I wouldn't expect somebody that age to be watching our show because we mostly talk about marriage stuff. So for me, it was like, wow, okay, if people that age can watch our channel and maybe pick up a thing or two, then we've done our part, excuse me. So that was pretty special for me. I didn't know how to act, I was just shook. Yeah. So that was a special moment for me.
Yeah.
I know another one.
Yes.
Nerleko, you and I went to Lubatse, for transport. We went to renew. I think I was renewing my license. No, I was doing something there. You were renewing your license, right? And then we met a girl there about, guys, Doek and Tie. And she was such a lovely person. I think her and the boyfriend watched the channel and they pick up some inspirational stuff from here and they want to be married one day. So for me, that was also special. You know, we got to chat and she was just a lovely person. I like meeting people like that. or just people in general and having a conversation. And the thing is, people expect for when they meet me, I'm loud. I'm not loud in real life.
Yes.
This is all an act. In real life, I'm quiet. Bonang is the loud one.
He's loud.
So she was expecting me to be loud,
He's
but I was
very
just
loud.
chilled.
He's very loud.
So yes, special moments. That was for me. Yes. Okay, lovely.
It's your cat.
Yeah. So are you gonna look at there's so many questions, so let's go. Yeah.
Yes. All right. And then this one is to both separately.
Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite thing in your house?
Oh,
My
yeah.
favorite thing in this whole house.
Mm.
The oven.
The oven, because we bake a lot.
Yeah.
Fair enough. My favorite thing in the house is my wife.
Aww.
Yeah.
But what if I'm not in the house? It's all wife.
I thought you'd say it would be me,
Mother.
baby. No. I was
Baby.
I thought you
Baby.
would say your favorite thing in the house was me.
It
You
is
chose
you.
the oven over me.
It is you.
Okay.
But
It's
still,
fine.
apart from me, like if I wasn't in the house, what is your favorite thing? in
You'd
this
still be
whole
my
house?
favorite thing even if you're not in the house. Okay, I gotta get way around. In the whole house. Maybe our bed.
You don't like sleep much.
No, that's where the magic happens. It's not about sleep. What is sleep?
Lord. What? Hi. Next
So
question.
yeah, our bed.
Next question.
Sure. Babe.
If your obituary was one line, what would you want it to say? Damn. What line? If my obituary was one line, what would I want it to say?
Obituary in Ghana when you die. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, go babe.
One line,
One line, is this a sentence?
I guess.
This thing is alcoholic. Yeah, it's kicking in.
If it was one line, what would I want my obituary to say? This is hard, yo. Because I never really had to think to sum up my...
Your life. Let's see if we have to summarize that.
When,
Obituary.
my life in one line.
You don't overthink it. It's supposed to
I'm
be.
overthinking.
Yes.
You go. You go.
No.
Please, I won't piggyback off of yours, I promise.
It's not one word, I get it's one line.
Hey, it's one line.
Oof, that's tough. One line.
Can be a very long line.
Okay. I'm gonna lived, laughed, loved. Done. 3 words. I'm good with that. I can go out to that. It's fine. Yeah. Lived, laughed, loved. That's
What
my
will
one.
mine be?
Manang ra go thola ka.
Me summed up in a line.
Wait, that's a job interview, bana. Baby, it's not a
Food. Food.
You wanna put food before
Yes. Food.
God? Okay. Wow, babe. I thought God would be someone that if you're gonna mention things, like let's again. I guess God was in your pressure, huh?
A God-loving,
You changed.
a God-loving food fanatic
Okay.
and hopeful scholar.
Okay. Hopefully by then I could be like
Anyway, no, hopefully. I mean if I go now.
now.
Hey.
Okay. I need to remember that just in case I need to. What was it again?
I forgot.
Baby.
A God-fearing, food-loving, hopeful scholar.
Okay. You'd be happy to go out with that. That's fair. Okay.
If I could be remembered as a scholar, but I'm not a scholar yet right now.
You're a scholar. You go
To
to
be a
school.
scholar, you have to publish.
Oh, that's what it means. I gotta know if you go to school, you're a scholar. Oh. Well, I'll never be a scholar then.
All right. What is the most disheartening and heartening realization you have come to thus far in your journeys of life? Disheartening and heartening.
Hey, Bailey's going in.
Where
Jesus.
She came in strong.
Hey, these questions. Most what?
Most disheartening realization
Yeah.
and your most heartening realization thus far in life.
Okay. Disheartening was every man for himself, God for us all. That's no. It might sound simple, but it's something that you get to learn as you get older. It's okay. You know.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you need to be there for yourself, and then God for us all. So that was disheartening for me. As a child, you feel like, what's this thing? The world is a happy place.
Yeah, it's full of hope.
Yeah, full of hope and
The bubble, yeah.
Yeah, bubble, the childish bubble, right? And then the most heartening thing is God will never leave your side. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
30 minutes, think about it.
The most disheartening thing,
Yeah.
the most disheartening realization that I've come to thus far in life is nobody owes you anything.
Yes.
Because we grow up with expectations, all I need to do is study and then I will get where I want to be in life. I'll get what I feel like I deserve. And growing up, you realize no one owes you anything at all. Nobody owes you an opportunity. Nobody owes you a chance to listen to whatever it is you have to say. Like, the world owes you absolutely nothing. And it's quite disheartening to learn that, because you come to such realizations when you are sort of at your lowest, feeling like everything is against you. And then you realize, nobody owes you anything at all.
Okay. And the most heartening thing?
The most heartening thing is have you ever had someone genuinely smile because of you? So I realized that during my volunteer days, what made me very happy was the smiles of people I would be interacting with.
Okay.
So the most heartening realization I've come to is that a genuine smile, there is no joy that could ever be greater than having someone genuinely smile or be happy because of something you did, no matter how small you feel the thing was, but having someone just genuinely smile and be happy because of you.
Okay.
It's very
Happy.
Yeah, it releases pheromones. Yeah.
Okay. Well answered, babe.
Hey, people three home. You must. Alright, and then what is the hardest lesson you have had to learn as a couple?
When I go braids.
Oh
Yay.
my gosh.
Oh baby, I forgot. Just gonna see that when we started. She got braids. I missed the braids. Yes.
No, he hasn't
High
missed
five.
the braids. You hadn't
I missed the braids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
question.
my love. The hardest lesson we have had to learn as a couple.
Hi. So we have to agree on this one and then answer it.
I can answer it.
Okay. Cool.
So far, the hardest lesson we've had to learn is learning how to balance relationships, family, and being a married couple.
Okay.
Because we have to sort of adjust the way we've been dealing with people, the way we've been managing our relationships. So it's not easy. Sometimes people are unhappy, sometimes we're unhappy. So yeah. But
So balance.
You live and you learn.
Okay.
You take L's along the way.
Fair answer. Yeah. Next question.
Next question. To each of you, what marriage vows are most important to you?
Hey. I said you put so. I thought I dodged the bullet with the previous one and then boom.
What marriage vows are most important to you?
Oh, orabo to hold and to.
No, my baby. Maybe the vows you said.
Oh, the vows I said. Do you even remember my vows?
Okay, it's two.
Mm.
You can pick either the marriage vows,
Yeah.
the basic marriage vows, or the ones you said.
Okay. Number one would be to put God first in everything that we do. And then the second one would be to be friends. Yes, I know Moody vows and the formal vows, that's there. And then even the vows that I said, those two elements are there or somehow covered in those. So yeah, for me, those are the two main things. Yeah. Godliness and friendship.
For me, it would be...
Yeah, then he was having a party there.
Let's see.
I hope this noise doesn't...
I don't want to say in sickness and in health, but no, not actually in sickness and in health. Through the good times and the bad. Because we all have like a very rosy image of what marriage is or what marriage should be. So after you get married and you realize yay, Bomole is a bubble. Like marriage is very complex, it's very
multifaceted.
It demands that you put a lot of time and effort. So it is through the good times and the bad. Because mostly when people come together, they mean through the good times. And then through the bad, it's very, it's like a thin line. We may or we may not pull through. So I think that's the most important one for me. Learning how to always be there, how to always be accommodating, because we're in it together, like through the good and the bad. Don't turn your back on your partner when it gets bad. Yes, and I would love to expand more on that, but I won't.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe a separate conversation altogether on that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Another question. All these questions are from Bailey. So far we've covered how many?
Dude, I don't know.
Thank you, Bailey, for the questions. We're going to get to all your questions and the rest of the questions that I get from everybody else.
Okay. What are your biggest fears? I can answer this for you.
My wife passing away. Yeah, that's my biggest fear.
Damn. Hey, you just went...
Yeah. Being a widow, I guess.
Widower.
No, me. I'd be a widow.
You'd be a widower.
Widower, someone said.
Widow come aside.
Oh, widower. Okay.
Yes. So my biggest fear is currently failing school.
Wait, I thought this had to do with like our marriage, not necessarily our personal life.
Okay.
Maybe I misunderstood the question.
No, I don't think you did. My biggest fear...
Wait, babe, what's the heading?
It says, what is your biggest fear?
Oh, okay.
What are your
Then it's a general question.
Hey, what are your biggest fears?
Okay, mine still stands, it's fine.
One of my biggest fears is...
Failing, you said failing, so that's valid.
Failing school. That would hit me hard. I also fear losing the ones...
Did you not realize you just look there?
Losing the ones I love.
Okay.
Yeah.
Baby.
And this one is... it's a fear that I have that is irrational, but I still have it. That one day while I'm peeing or sitting on the toilet, something's gonna come out of the toilet and bite me in the ass.
What? Really?
Yes.
Now I know how to prank you.
You know stories of people who are bitten by snakes?
Well, yeah. Gosh. No, I know.
Oh, that freaks me out. Yo.
So that you can pee looking down like this for the rest of your life. That's an option.
Yes. Are you done with your fears?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright.
We have more questions.
What fantasies, if any, did you have about married life that got busted?
How PG is this show? What PG are we at right now? Is this like PG-13? Baby.
Yo.
Is this PG-13 or PG-18? What answer do you want?
Maybe just answer the question.
Hi. Okay, I'll go with an easier one. I thought Bonham would clean, cook every day. Yeah, that was a fantasy, trust me. That was a very wild fantasy. I thought you cook, clean, what else? Yeah, you know, all the traditional things that a woman is supposed to do. That was one of my fantasies. What a fantasy. Yeah. What was yours?
My fantasy was that after we got married, everything would still remain the same. Like, you know how exciting dating is? Like, you know how you get like
all giddy?
Yes, you get all giddy to see that person because you don't spend a lot of time with the person. You only see them at certain amounts of time, and even when you see them during those certain amounts of time, you don't want to part. You know, when you part, it's always so. I can't wait to see you. So after getting married, you realize, fam, you need space, you need time, you need like solo adventures, you need you time. Because this individual is always there, like all the time. Like, you're like, nigga, go home. He is home. So, yeah. Life.
I'm remembering a story. Yeah, me cleaning, cooking. So I think it was about week 2 of being married. I'm there doing like young laundry, boxers, vests. Then Bonan comes in, she's like, hey, can I bring my laundry too? Well, there goes that fantasy. Clearly, false advertising on the cultural aspect of things.
Wow. Yeah, false advertising.
You can imagine my shock.
Oh, me.
Right.
Oh, God. Not really.
How many questions are we left with?
We're left with 2.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Any deal breakers you each had before dating or courting each other that your partner has?
Head.
Are there any deal breakers you each had before dating or courting each other that your partner has?
That your partner has?
What?
Oh no, I get it. Did we like cross that line and then things got a little blurry? But yeah, did we have any strictly no, this is the line, you can walk here, you can't go this side, you can't go that side, right? Deal breakers when we're dating or courting. Was our dating that structured?
No.
Hey, our dating didn't have structure at all. It was very haphazard, and we had a lot of we had a lot of lows more than highs, right? Only at a certain stage did we start having a lot of highs and starting to understand, okay, what are we doing? Where is this going? But when it started, it was just here. Yeah. So we didn't necessarily have any deal breakers that were defined at the time.
I had deal breakers.
But you didn't tell me, did you? No, something like it. Oh, so maybe you had. And generally, I think everybody has deal breakers, but we never sat down. Well, when we first started to say, Kanana, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you must never. Yeah, we never said that. Maybe at a later time did we clearly define those. Maybe we can share each Gashera one that we later defined. This thing's making me burp. Hey,
I wanted a man who believed in God.
Fetch your man, Wana. Yeah.
So that was a no-no for me. Because I believe in God, and I wanted someone else also who also believes in God.
Ta-da! God,
Yes, so that was one of my
deal breakers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you?
I'm trying to keep it PG-13. Because I know younger people watch this, so I'll not be. How do you is it superficial? Hey, I'll not be superficial about it. My deal breaker, what was it? I'm easy. Hey, man, I'm trying to think of one. Deal breaker, deal breaker, deal breaker. I don't want to go with the God one because you already said that.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, deal breaker, yeah, me, I would say I wanted somebody who knew what they wanted out of a relationship. Yes. Yeah. So I don't want somebody to just be there in a relationship, just,
Just
clock in, clock out, you show up, you leave, you show up, you leave. No, I wanted somebody who knew what they were there for, what is it? End game in mind. What do you want? Why are you here? I want, yeah.
That's why you drop a contract. I'll never forget that episode.
Baby.
Right.
Wait. But yeah, that was a deal breaker for me.
Alright, and last question from Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
What was your first uncomfortable discussion about?
Intimacy. Yeah.
Oh.
That was mine. What was yours? Good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then another uncomfortable conversation. Money. Why do you keep switching?
I think you're not drinking it. So
I will drink it.
I'll tell you.
So another one was money.
Mm.
Yes, how we deal with finances. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
So those are Bailey's questions.
Those are Bailey's
Thank
questions.
you, Bailey. I believe Bailey has watched from episode 1 to this one. That's going to be up on Sunday. So thank you so much for your questions and thank you for growing with us. What other questions do you have?
Yep.
And from who?
Questions. All right. So our next questions are from Warona Prudence on Instagram. All right. So, favorite pet names you call each other?
Yes, baby, go.
Make it quick.
Favorite pet names, Booba. Yes, Booba is the name.
Booba, Boo Boo, Hubs. I used to call him Klingon because he was so clingy, but that was then. The name that he mentioned, Maloba, that he was not happy that had been given to our puppy, Pum Pum.
Yeah, I used to be called Pom Pom. Now our puppy, Riley, is called Pom Pom.
Chuko.
Is that Chuko or Pom Pom? No.
Chuko,
So
not
all of
Riley.
them.
It was never Riley. Always Chuko.
Yeah, so me and the dog have the same pet name.
Yes, and you?
I did say it, Booba.
That's it.
Yeah. Love. Mahatsaka.
What do you admire most about one another? I'll go first.
Okay.
I admire his resilience. He is one of the most resilient people I know. My husband...
This is nice. Like hearing your wife talk about you like you're not there.
My husband can turn a no or a maybe into a yes. He's quite resilient. So from that, I've also learned to try to be resilient, try to develop a thicker skin, try to bounce back whenever life sort of takes you down. So yeah, resilience.
That's nice. Oh no, well, like talk to about me in the third person, eh? Like my husband, my love,
Baby,
does this.
can you answer the question?
Okay. What I admire most about my wife, she's a visionary, right? Most of the time when we're having conversations, she's thinking of 10 years, 15 years from now. So that for me is a big deal because it shows me that she's not only is she present, but she's also present in the future, right? So that's a really lovely trait that I love about you. Yeah.
Thank you. What annoys you most about each other? Where do I begin?
That's a long list. It's a long list. It deserves an episode.
Dude.
Whose question is this?
Warona.
It's still Warona?
Yes.
Okay. Warona, let's start thing at Telly.
Let's start with number one. Like, the toilet seat. We discussed this. We've discussed the toilet seat and how you put it down.
What we agreed, toilet seat, whenever you walk into an environment, make it suitable for you. So that is to say, if Madame wants the seat down, and then finds it up, because she just walked into an environment and she's about to make it suitable for herself, she'll put the seat down. If I walk in and I find the seat down, I'll put it up. So that was the agreement with the toilet seat.
Another annoying thing about Pokamuso, men's can talk.
I'm quiet.
Dude, like men's can talk. Like there are times when I just want, like, calm. But no, I can't have calm because men's is there and he's talking. Yes.
Okay.
You?
Bottom plays with her nails a lot. What other ones are they called cuticles? Even if she doesn't have cuticles, she will create them herself. And then they form, and then now she has to pull them out with her teeth. And then it's like even if it's clean, she will make sure to find the cuticle that's behind the nail until it's fully developed. And then so the whole day, she's creating cuticles. So that when I ask her, Buba, are you biting your nails? She's like, no, I have a cuticle. When in fact, you don't have cuticles. You create them yourself and then you pull them out. So you are both the cause and I don't know what the other word is. So that thing is annoying.
It's okay.
I'll leave it at that. That's just one thing.
You're annoying. Alright, next.
Cuticles. Imagine, baby.
Next questions is from Katleho Millicent on Instagram. Please share with us how, as a couple, you draw the line around cultural and traditional beliefs and practices encouraged by or received from elderly family members, particularly rituals. Are you assertive to reject those which you feel are not in line with your personal beliefs?
That's a lot. I feel like I'm listening comprehensioning. Thank you for your question. I'll paraphrase what I think I heard and then answer it the best way I can. Bonang and myself, when we started this whole thing, our marriage, we just agreed we know we have our different assumptions and we have expectations. So I remember we did this exercise. We each got a blank paper. Then we wrote down all our expectations from marriage. I wrote down my expectations from marriage and then we read them. Like, okay, you are inexperienced. I have zero experience as well. So we're going into this thing as inexperienced married people. So no expectations. We're just going to treat this as a blank canvas or as a white paper.
I don't feel like you understood the question.
I don't understand the question. No, I'm getting to the rituals thing.
Okay.
So, you made me lose my train of thought, baby. So, with that said, we got into it with an open mind to say, nobody's going to come from the outside and say, no, that's the cultural aspect. Yes. So it was always, if there's anything that we don't understand, we sit down, we discuss it, see how best to tackle it, and if we feel we need guidance or advice from somebody else who might have been, who or possibly has been married longer than us, and we feel that somebody we can get advice from, then we'll do exactly that. So at no point do I expect anybody who because she is my wife and not your wife, right?
Rituals.
Yes. What rituals?
I think they sort of mean like in the traditional aspect. Like, you know, Gastswana sometimes now there rituals that are done.
Which rituals? What was Jalilin? After the wedding?
I don't know. Okay, let me give an example of, you know how when a woman becomes a widow, she's expected to wear black throughout. So if that So if there are any rituals that had to be done during our wedding, not our wedding, but during our marriage, she's asking how we feel about that, and are we assertive enough to reject if as a married man like if there were rituals that had to be done, how assertive would you be with saying no? Would you be able to say no? Would you go through with them because the elderly are saying this must be done? That's what she's asking.
I don't think I would, or I would have to. Thank God, I think that where I'm from, where she's from, there isn't a lot of that going on. So a lot of our parents believe in God and are Christians, right? So everything was done under that guidance of religion and Christianity, aggressive Christianity. So yeah, we didn't have to go through anything that's out of the ordinary. And if that was the case, then I would have said no.
Yeah, I believe that if there is something that you feel you are pressured to do by baholo, if it goes against your personal beliefs, then say no.
Yeah.
Ask as many questions as possible as to why such a thing should be done, and if the answers that you receive are not satisfactory to you, say no. Even if the answers are satisfactory and you don't want to do it, say no, because at the end of the day, if something is for your good, but you do not feel the need for it, then who should force it upon you? Yes. So if something does not align with your beliefs, your personal beliefs, but you feel like it's being shoved upon you, please, by all means, say no. Because if you say yes, you're setting precedence that you'll always say yes to something despite not believing in it. Yes. Alrighty. Thank you for the question. Our next question is from... no, that's not a question. Okay. Our next question is from Ame. Ame_M.
On Instagram, yeah?
Yes. Have you been through the no money phase while still dating? If yes, how did you go about it? And a little side comment, she says she loves our content.
Thank you.
Ame.
Thank you, Ame_M. Yes, when we started dating, we were both students and we were penniless. And the only money that we had to survive on was allowance, right?
I think she means if there was like no allowance, like no money.
No, I'm answering the did you.
Yeah.
So we were students, allowance vibes. I stayed on campus, she stayed outside campus, so we had very little money. And how that worked was we knew we liked from a very... I got to a young age, what's the thing?
From early on in the relationship.
From early on in a relationship, we discovered that we like nice things, but we both understood that we're not at a point where we could afford nice things. What that part of our life was about was getting our degrees from university and moving on with the next aspect of our lives. So there was no expectations from either Bonang or myself to be buying expensive colognes, buying expensive clothing, buying expensive jewelry, or going to expensive restaurants. We just did not have that money to do that. But we, like I said earlier, visionary, remember? So we'd always envision the school cafeteria. We'd always envision one day we'll be able to do this. One day we'll be able to book into a hotel. One day we'll be able to travel the world together. So it's the vision that kept us going, even though we didn't have a lot to go on with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'll be honest, if someone really likes you, then what they want more than anything is to spend time with you. So I liked spending time with him. We didn't have to be at a fancy restaurant. We didn't have to be doing anything expensive, eating expensive food. I was happy with cone, an ice cream cone that costs
$3.
$3. I was happy with Maginyalema Fresh because That's my food for days. Yeah, so when you are with someone, you find that most times, when you're going through a phase, you just really want to spend time with each other. So it means like cooking thing, and then if you want to spice it up a bit, go to the park in there, like a picnic. Because you don't necessarily have to be spending a lot of money just because you're dating. Hamadi are so high. And not having money is not a sin, and it's not something you should be punished for.
Yeah.
So house namadi, you always find ways of spending quality time with the person you love. So we'd always do that also. We'd sometimes just cook and watch we used to watch movies on his laptop. And just hang out.
Tough times. Tough times.
Yes. So when you're going through the no money phase, don't worry less about expensive gifts and worry more about spending time with
Getting
each
to
other.
know each other. I think that's the best time.
Each other, because it is during this phase where you have no money that you'll realize will this person be with me through thick and thin.
Yeah. True.
And when the money dries up, will they leave?
Yeah.
So, yeah. And
Today's episode is gonna be long, eh?
dude. All right.
Any more questions?
I believe yes, we have questions from Rota.
Okay.
Hi, Dusty. All right. Rati wants to know what products I use for my hair.
Okay.
Because my crown is 4 flame emojis.
Okay.
Yes.
Look at you being happy. Yes, babe. What products do you use?
Mostly I use Cantu products, but I'm slowly moving away from them because I'm looking for products that don't have sulfates and other things. So Onana, I'm still in the searching phase. But I have coconut oil that I apply to my hair sometimes, and I also bought a bottle of natural oils that I also use on my scalp. If you do a liquid hair grower. And I also have what are we doing?
In case you're wondering what Bonan spends most of her money on.
And then there's I use rice water. I haven't been using it of late because I've been a bit busy. I haven't been washing my hair as much as I would have liked to, but I normally wash my hair I normally use rice water. And in that rice water, I then put my oils because of our hair texture, how oil dry, it doesn't retain moisture. So normally we oil our hair when it's wet. Yes. And always use leave-in conditioner. Always use leave-in conditioner. Yeah, and honestly, try to find things that work for your hair. I've tried a lot of things. I once had banana stuck in my hair because I didn't blend it. I didn't have a blender. But yes, there's a lot of ways to do it. So look up things on YouTube and then find the one that works best for your hair. Yes. Because now it's still trial and error. I haven't found like my perfect products yet, but when I do, I'll let you know.
Baby, that was like a whole...
Yes, alright. And then, baby, since the inception of Doek and Tie, have we experienced online bullying? And how did we push back or respond to hateful comments?
I don't think we've been bullied online. There was one person who... Did they leave a comment? Oh no, they left a thumbs down and one was really touched about it.
No. There was one comment that touched me.
No, but...
I think it was the episode when we talked about gender roles.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember what he said, but it wasn't nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Do you remember? You don't remember this?
Something along the lines of, I should respect you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. yeah, that's been it. I don't think we've received a lot of negativity from the Doek entire platform. So thank you.
How did you respond?
I don't know. Probably didn't respond. Yeah. Big question. Next question.
That was the question.
I'm afraid it's gonna be like an hour long. That's why I'm a little fidgety.
Alright, so those are all the questions that I have on Instagram.
The questions, let me see. I think on my personal Instagram, I put up something there. There might be questions.
Okay.
I think I'm about to ask those questions. I'm trying to find the questions. So you don't have to be looking at the screen now. Alright. Okay, yeah, this is from Boto. Afternoon, this is my question for the Q&A. What assumptions do you have about marriage before you got married? And now that you're married, are any of those true? Right? I think this is covered by Khanyele, the fantasies that we had, right? Those are my assumptions as well. And I know if those true, excuse me. Or maybe answer this one.
Assumptions I had about marriage. I honestly assumed that marriage seemed very hard, very difficult. And because of all the TV that I watched, then I thought, so marriage must be very difficult because it's always, it had always been depicting people suffering, like in marriage. So it wasn't until a while that I started to realize that, yes, suffering isn't really marriage. You don't have to suffer to be with someone you love.
Okay, thanks, Bonan. And is it possible to... do you think you should be where you are if you're single? I mean, would you ever achieve the things you have alone? I don't think so. I think for me, I realized from a very young age that you need a partner in life in order for you to share your vision and to achieve that vision together. And it helps if you meet somebody who your visions are aligned or you have similar interests and you have not familiar, but what's the word? It's not same, but what way you want to go is kind of the same. What's the word? I'm not looking for a word, but not the same.
Similar, like-minded?
Similar, where you have similar visions and similar destinations in mind. So no, I wouldn't be here if I wasn't married. So those are the questions that we had from Boto. I feel like it's going to be super long, but thank you so much for sending through your questions. I think Bonang is looking through the other questions that we might have. Thank you so much for being here for our 50th episode. Thank you for watching 50 episodes of Doek and Tai. If you're new here and there are any episodes that you've missed, please do go back and check out those episodes because we try to share as much as we possibly can. I'd like to appreciate our younger audience. I'd like to appreciate our middle-aged audience, and I'd like to appreciate our elderly audience. Please leave those comments in the comment section and let us know what topics you'd like us to cover in the coming episodes. Episode 51 will be coming next week. So thank you for being here, Doek and Tai. While Bonang is still searching, I'm going to say goodbye. Baby, anything you want to say in closing?
I don't think there's anything here.
Yes.
So in closing, I just wanted to say thank you for being here. Thank you for always watching. And good exam to everybody who's writing exams. All
good
the
luck.
Best. Yes.
Thank you. Happy Sunday. See you next week.
They say good things come to those who